Chicken Air, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Power Powder in relation to the Mega Crab and whether you plan on farming or just getting as far as you can in the Mega Crab and are wondering how to optimize boosting and stuff like that. We're going to go over all that in this video, guys. But first, I wanted to ask you guys what you take from your daily reward and from your operation reward. I always go with diamonds and stones just because that's all I need on this account, but I don't know, I'm just wondering if you guys ever go with, like, resources, like, if you do go with resources, which ones, and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to be diving on in to Dr. Terrence, guys, collecting up some intel. I actually defended my base, so I'll show this really quickly. We'll play it in 4-speed, because this, like, never happens. I think I'm at, like, maybe 100 defends overall in the achievement, but we'll just see what happens right here to this guy. I haven't actually watched this yet, so I have no idea. So he gets the warriors up. He doesn't shock the hot pod, the damage boosted hot pod. Yeah, so that's a big mistake, guys. Big mistake. I guess he thought he could get away with just shocking the shock launchers. I do the same thing sometimes, so. Shout out to Jason on that one. Hopefully he watches this. And we're going to dive into Dr. Terrence. Let's talk about some Power Powder, guys. Okay, so. First off, I guess, if you're going to be. I feel like most people look at the Mega Crab and look at it as just like a resource. Kind of generator, like they get a lot of diamonds, they get a lot of free Power Powder, and that's probably the best way to do it. Like, the only reason to push is just for fun or whatever, and or if you're a max player and don't really need the resources for anything. So obviously there's not really much to it if you're looking to farm Power Powder. I mean, simply don't boost that much, and I would say a combination of either Scorcher tanks and Heavy Zenzukas are going to get you the farthest if you're not boosting. Probably more so Heavy Zenzukas, especially when you get past stages 20 and stuff, because they have the really beefy shields, right? So you really don't want to be wasting attacks. You don't want to be wasting attacks when you, like, loading up Scorchers and tanks on stages like 20, 25 plus, and then just have all your tanks just sitting there shooting at the shield with, and they're, like, nothing around them, and they can't take the shield down because they don't have enough damage boosted. So you want to avoid doing that, and yeah, so just be prepared to you kind of have to switch on the base. Now, if you're going strictly for farming powder, it's going to be a pretty big benefit to actually diamond your troops a lot of the time. So if you have diamonds saved up, now would be a really good time to use it if you're looking to gain powder. Because what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to optimize your troops for the base specifically, and you can diamond them up. And then that way you're not going to actually lose any troop attack time, so any of your attacks in the long run. So you're going to get more attacks in overall, which is going to net gain you more powder and everything like that. So, because you can't buy Power Powder with diamonds, right? So I think that would be a really good idea if you have the diamonds to spare. If you don't, then just go about it as best you can, and wouldn't worry about that too much. So the next point is to talk about how to optimize your boost for pushing the leaderboard on the Mega Crab. And you see me do this, and the way I do it is I just diamond all my troops, right? But if you don't have the or if you don't want to spend a lot of diamonds, and hey, Crystal Stage 4, I'll take that, guys. I will take that. Back. Things are rolling here. But yeah, if you don't have the diamonds to change your troops up specifically for the base, the only real thing you can do is in terms of gaining as much powder as you can get, or sorry, not gaining as much powder, optimizing your boost is just going to be, if you have extra attacks, you can actually go ahead and, like, take out half the base and then retreat, and then that way you're not losing any troops and you're not losing any boost time, right? So it's not the best for pushing, because you want to use your attacks to the fullest, and that's kind of the difference, right? Like, if you're using diamonds, don't retreat. If you don't want to use diamonds, go ahead, clear out half the base with Scorcher Tank, retreat, and then you can attack again right away using the same boost and without losing any of your boost time. So that's basically the only, like, it really comes down to whether or not you're willing to spend diamonds for completing your troops. And I'm not sure if we looked at exactly what the with the Troop Mania, if there is going to be one for Mega Crab, because remember that I posted that back recently. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. I probably should have checked that out, but because I think maybe there's going to be a Troop Mania around around the end of the Mega Crab, if I have the dates correct. I'm not sure exactly what, but that would be huge, because then we wouldn't have to spend diamonds on retraining our troops, or right? Like, it would only be like 20 gems to retrain your troops, which would be awesome. And I'm just loving Scorcher Mania. Like, this is the first Troop Mania in a while that I've actually really gotten into. Like, I've tried all of them, and like, with the Team Med Mania was the last one. So shout out to Poing in the comments for pointing that out. Stupid chicken forgot, but yeah, I did the Team Med one for a bit, but I don't know, I just had like no luck with it, and I find Team Med's just obnoxious to use up past like 800 VP, and the All Scorchers is pretty, it is viable to an extent. It's definitely difficult, but I've been having a lot of fun trying to use like 4 Scorchers and like smoking them past certain areas, and on like heavy ice bases, and for the most part I'm losing, but it's still fun to do some just like different wacky attacks. And we actually did, I almost forgot, we actually did an all Scorcher operation that I'll show as soon as we finish up Dr. Terrence, guys. Oh, we're just killing out of Power Stones today. What is going on? What is going on? What did we do? We did Mambo, and obviously we're a 10-man, and and we did most of it. Most of the attacks were unboosted, so it was a pretty funny looking operation. Alright, so we gotta be worried here about the shock launchers and the boom cannons. I don't really see a whole lot that we have to worry about other than that. We might be able to do this first try, I'm hoping. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke up, or flare up over here. Then we're gonna start. This is basically all we're gonna do, I think, is just shock these 2 shock launchers and the boom cannons at the back. There's a ton of snipers on the right that I would like to avoid if possible. And I think we're just going to keep kind of pounding away over here. I'll throw some critters down there just to distract everything for a second. We haven't lost any yet. Not yet, guys. We're getting a lot of value off these shocks because all these buildings are so close together. I can get like, what is it, like 7 or 8 buildings all in one go. So I think we're actually going to be okay here. I'm going to get another shock here in a second. And I'm going to let those Scorchers go ahead and die because I just need to clear out the area behind the HQ. And then I can flare back. And even if I only have 2 Scorchers left by that point, we're going to be okay to finish because nothing is going to be in range. And it looks like I can actually do that right now. We can go ahead and flare back. And we might lose a couple to the snipers, but that's okay. The rest of them still have pretty good amount of health to be able to tank the sniper towers, and I think we'll have enough damage here to finish it out. Hopefully, guys, and I guess we'll see if what the chicken said is true when the flare runs up. Do the Scorchers actually stay on the building or not? There's a few people saying that this isn't actually true, and I guess we're about to find out here, right here, guys, with the chicken. About to be debunked. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the flare expiring. What is going to happen here, guys? What is going to happen? We got the machine gun pecking away at us. We got the rocket launcher. Those aren't going to be able to take us out. We're definitely going to be able to take this down. The flare's up. They are still locked on. Okay, so my bad. Sorry about that. I messed up my chickenisms in the Scorcher guide yesterday. The Scorchers do stay locked onto a building after the flare is expired. We'll go ahead and show a couple of the operation replays really quickly here, guys, before we wrap things up. So where are we here? So Mambo, we can go ahead and show all of them. We can show all of them. Some of them are boosted, some of them are unboosted. Mine was definitely unboosted. We still got a lot of work done. Mambo's pretty easy in a 10-man because there's no real pressure to finish or anything because I mean one attack with the Scorchers or tanks is basically going to clear out enough that the next attack can finish it off with Scorchers and tanks and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, key tips about Power Powder for the Mega Crab comes down to your diamond usage at the end of the day. If you really want to gain as much Power Powder as possible, go ahead and get some diamonds, and be prepared to load out the optimal troops, because this is the only real time that you're ever going to be able to buy diamonds and have them actually get you more powder, right? Because normally that there's no way to do that other than just being like super active, constantly clearing your map, which is kind of annoying anyways. So yeah, I would definitely do that if you're interested in gaining as much power powder as possible, guys. I might do I just get so excited for the Mega Crab that I just want to do as much. I just want to get as far as possible, especially this one. I really want to beat get past stage 65, and I think we're gonna be able to do that this time, guys, with the new statue layout. But maybe at some point, if you guys want to see, I could do like a farming type of Mega Crab, like maybe on a lower level, my lower level account. We could do that and just kind of go over like the best ways to farm up resources and power powder and diamonds. You can farm diamonds too on Mega Crab. Like it's not much. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to do that, but they all count together, right? So here's the chickens attack. We just basically took GB down the cannons, and then we kind of moved in and cleared out some stuff around the core, and yeah, that was basically it. We won't get into all the Scorcher attacks because they're more or less all the same. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know down in the comments what your plan for the Mega Crab is. Are you gonna try to push the leaderboard? Are you gonna farm resources? Let me know that down in the comments, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check it out.